Hi guys, welcome to Ophelia's allotment, and this is day one on the new plot. So I've just arrived, nothing's been done. I've brought up some plants and some bits and bobs in a cold frame and all that, and I thought I'd do a video to show you what it's like when I've arrived. I have a plan, but nothing's been measured out, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. So let me just put that strap on. Okay, the idea is that this will be for rhubarb and gooseberries and apples. Now I've just pulled up these things because, as you can see, this path is like you can just fit 2 feet either side, and I'm a bit clumsy, so first thing I'm going to do is widen that path, and then I'm going to dig this over because I've got some rhubarb and gooseberries to go in from the other plot, so I'm going to get those in first here because I don't want them to dry out. It's the 25th of March today, and I think we actually have a warm day, first warm day of the year. I've actually got a t-shirt on. That's never happened this year so far. It's been so cold. One downside to this plot is the road is just there, but my house is also just on the other side of that big tree over there, so I'm not going to complain. It's wonderful to have this. I've waited for 3 years for this plot, and it's only a half plot, but I'm not going to sniff at it. I'm really not. I'm the only person here. It's a tiny site, much smaller than our other one, and our other one's only small. So I thought, while I'm the only one here, let's have a nose around. So what I like about here is each plot has these concrete post markers, so you know where your boundaries are. There's no messing around. I think this guy has, this is a full plot, and this is Colin, his name is, a guy behind me. I've seen him before when I've been nosing through the fence, and this is the rest of his plot. It must be a bit of a nightmare with these trees, to be honest. It casts a lot of shade. Ooh. Oh. Beautiful feather. I've got a thing for feathers. His rhubarb's doing fab in this shade. Right there, you can see through. We're back onto a graveyard, so I don't think we're going to get any noisy neighbours from that way. That plot over there is one that I would have loved, and I was given this one and then I found out that he's given that one up, which is typical, but never mind. Considering there's no one else here and I've only been here for an hour, I've already had 2 people come into the gate and say hi. My friend's just come and delivered some lovely preserves that she's made, like pear honey and all sorts of stuff. I cannot wait to tuck into those later. So what I was saying is, first job is going to be to widen this path. I'm going to dig this over, level it out and get that rhubarb in, and then see where we go from there. So yeah, I'm going to sit down and have a drink first. Oh, don't rip the plan. So, plan. If we look at it this way, we are here in the seating area, and then in front of me here, so this space where the lemon verbena is, lemon balm, not lemon verbena, here is going to be a big herb, that's the word I'm looking for, big herb bed. And I use a lot of herbs in my cooking and in my work, so it'd be nice to have a bigger space to grow them all. But this plot, I want this one. This is the one that I can pop over to whenever I want, for 10 minutes or 10 hours, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I want this one to be more me and more pretty, and around the herb bed I'm going to use some like a little fence made of sticks, and then sticks waving through it, and here in the seating area we're going to have some lovely trellising with some sweet peas on. I wanted to put the trellising across the back here, and it's about 8 foot and about 6 foot high. And I was going to have all my sweet peas up in it because this is going to be the seating area, and I thought it'd be nice to have those behind us. But I'm a bit concerned if I put that up there, it's a bit rude to shade his plot. That's not a nice thing to do, so I might put it down the edge here, because then, well, it hides that and it's not shading anything for anyone else. I don't want to be rude and annoy people on my first week here. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to start this path and carry on in a minute. Hello, welcome back. So, oh, excuse me. What I've done so far is I've skimmed this path. It needs levelling off, but I've widened it by about 10 centimetres. But before it was like this wide where my feet are. So I've, you know, it's actually a comfortable walking space now. And I've started on this bed. I've marked off the back where the plot is because we need to have a path between the two plots, and it's not strictly a path, but that's how wide it was before, so I've just marked it off on my own knowledge. And started digging this bed and levelling it out for the rhubarb. And my apple tree that I've got at the other plot, which is still in a pot, the poor thing, has been trained so it's a weeping tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant that in the middle, and then I'll have the rhubarb at this end. And I've planted my red gooseberry here. It's literally just put in the ground for now. I might move it again later. And there'll be space for everything's in there as well. It's bigger than I thought. So then we have this line comes forward here. Let me get rid of this strap. Okay. So this line comes down here. Across here, so this will be our seating area. Might get a nice little table or something for here as well. And we've got some pots that we're going to put flowers in and things, and then I'll have, rather than having a path that comes in here, this trellis is going to go down this edge, so this will be like a snug little corner, cordoned off from everything else. And then I have dug my first bed. The soil is lovely, lots and lots of worms, which is good. So I'm going to come around this side to show you. So it's a rectangle bed, but then this corner, which I haven't dug yet, is going to be like a circle, a curved thing, and then here's going to be just annual flowers, and then that's going to be my permanent herb and flower bed. Not so many flowers in there, but there might be flowering herbs and things like borage and everything like that. So it'll still be pretty. But I'm also thinking, I think I've got room to have a little pond, which is important for wildlife. So see if I can get some frogs in here and monitoring those slugs for me. So I planted some feverfew. I'm very, very sorry for itself, lavender, but it's got new shoots coming from the bottom, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put it in there, see what it does. There's some churia, knapweed around that. A couple of lavenders, there's a verbascum in the middle, and a lemon balm. So that's pretty much what I've done. That's it. Been here about 2 hours, so it's not a lot, but it's a start, and it's day one, so there's no rush with this. It's just by my house. I can pop over for 10 minutes whenever I want. So what I want to do still before I go is I'm going to get those rhubarb in, and I do need to get the raspberries in. I'm going to show you where I'm going to put those. Now, there's going to be a path all the way down the middle here, so I'm not worried about walking on this. I don't really want to walk on the rest of it because the ground is still very, very soft, so it will become compacted. So this is going to the guy over there, Robert, I think his name is. And then I want to put my raspberries here with some stakes, and then have them in a proper line wired in. And then there'll be, after that, there'll be 2 rows of potatoes going straight across here, and then the rest of the beds will walk up from there. I need to do that. My back is killing. You do really notice it after not doing anything for a few months. You really notice when you start to dig again. You're like, God, I'm unfit. The lady who had the plot before me earlier today, she pulled out the last of her brassicas, which is sprouting broccoli. She could have left them because they were growing fine, and I wouldn't have minded some sprouting broccoli, but still. So I'm taking those home for the chucks. I just want to show you down here. I love this oak tree. Isn't it beautiful? I bet the plot holders down here don't think that when the leaves start to drop there. Look at their rhubarb. But, hey kitty. Psst, psst, psst. No? Okay. So, this lady has this plot and this plot. And she's had a knee operation. And she basically said there are 3 rows of carrots here. All those leeks. And there's 2 rows of parsnips in there. And she said, just help yourself. So, I think we might have leek and potato soup for dinner, which will be nice. Might take a few carrots, but some of them, looking at them, if you look here, they are rotten and, well, that's a nice one. Okay, some of them are really slugged, so that's a nice carrot. So I might take some carrots too. Yeah, all alone on the plot. It's lovely. So I'm going to crack on. Nice to walk around and stretch my legs a bit and stand up straight actually after digging. And get a bit more done, and then get some of those leeks and carrots, and we'll have leek and potato soup for tea, which will be yummy. So I've met my neighbour here on this plot as well, and she was absolutely lovely. It's really nice to know you've got lovely neighbours. And that plot's shared by 2 couples. And then there's Colin, who's behind me, but he's away in South Africa at the moment, the lucky guy. What I'd give for that sunshine. So I feel really out of practice for making videos, guys. It's been ages. Absolutely ages. But we're getting there. Day 1 at the plot. So just for the sake of ease, I'm going to call the 1 plot 1, even though there's 2 plots up there, and this is plot 2. And this is my plot. So I'm going to carry on with this. Al will be down in a bit with the child. And get this rhubarb in. I might just put the raspberry canes in here for now, and then move them, which I know you're not really supposed to do, but if I can move them in a couple of days, it's not going to be the end of the world, but at least they won't dry out and die. So yeah, that's where we are for now. So I will maybe do another quick update before I go. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see how this plot develops. It's a lovely blank canvas. It's going to be good fun. See you soon. Thanks for watching. To you. Look at you. So the child's here now. Al brought her over for a ride in the wheelchair. Wheelchair? Wheelbarrow. Yeah? This bed is done. No, it's a wheelbarrow. So we've got 3 crowns of rhubarb in. There's one there, here, and there, and then I'll just put that gooseberry on the end there. She's crazy. And that bed's been planted up. And I think we're ready to go home. I need a beer. I think this deserves a beer. I don't think it agrees. So, should we look at the vegetables that we've been given today? Yes, please. And the gooseberry as well. Come on. So, that oak tree. I have to go give him a hug in a minute. Okay, so the broccoli that my neighbour pulled up, she just dumped on the compost heap, so I'm taking that home for the chucks. So we've got some leeks, and look, carrots. Really loves fresh carrots. My friend popped down earlier, and she brought me apple pie in a jar, which is lovely. Mixed fruit jelly, pear honey, and apple jelly. And she also brought me some grapeseed carrier oils as well for my work. I do my essential oils and all that. I'm not going to turn down free carrier oils. Shush it. So that's it, we're done. I've had a rough idea of see where this line of weeds are. The raspberries will be, say, down from the sleepers that way. And here I'm going to have a big bed of calendula. Then we'll have 2 rows of Vala potatoes. I'll have some beans here, like pole beans. And then a pathway. And this big patch here from, say, that scuff to that scuff. That's all going to be dwarf beans. I love dwarf beans. Then from that scuff to that scuff. On my plan it says peas. And I like peas, but I don't think I'll need that many peas. So we've got some free space there. And then this bed here, down to, say, the pathway, this is going to be tomatoes. And then around the edge of here I'm going to do the like woven wood fencing. This is going to look quite quaint and pretty. So there you go. Are we done? Everything puzzled in. New path feels much better. It's getting trodden down already. Time to go. I love that the clocks have changed. It is so lovely. Should we go look at the oak tree, Roo? Go talk to him.
Hi, I'm Daddy. Don't call me weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Daddy. Should we go look at the oak tree?
Pardon?
Should we go look at the big oak tree? Yeah.
What?
See you in a bit, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.